right, so hello everyone.
Hello.
So, oh, y'all sound dead. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. So today, as I told you all yesterday, as a little bit of debriefing, today we're going to be doing a activity and an experiment and an exploration on the interaction of light. So let's go ahead and get started. So these are more so for me and for the imaginary people in the camera, the standard and the overview, so y'all don't have to worry about that. Can I have, no, I forgot. Yesterday, remember I told you all that we're randomizing name calling today, right?
Yes.
So let me put the app to use, hopefully it'll work today. Michaela, perfect. Can you read the objective for us?
Observe, explain, and evaluate how light interacts and travels through various objects and materials through various experiments.
Thank you. So today we're, as I said earlier and as Michaela just read, we're going to see how light interacts through different things. You all are going to be broken up into groups and be able to interact and explore with those, and we'll get more into that later. So for our vocabulary, I highly encourage that you all write these down because they might come up in the future. Who knows? Who doesn't know? I'm just the messenger here to administer some form of knowledge, and I'm still gaining knowledge myself, so we'll see how that all goes. But can I have Chidozie read our vocab words today?
Light, translucent,
Translucent, opaque,
reflection, transparent, light source, refraction.
yes. Thank you. So again, those are light, translucent, opaque, reflection, transparent, light source, and refraction. And I'm going to give you guys about 1 more minute to go ahead and write those down so that we all are on the same page. And when you've written those down, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let's take about 30 more seconds. Everyone ready?
Yes.
No? Okay. 15 more seconds. Okay. Everyone ready?
Yes.
All right. So, for a little bit of open discussion and just to like see how we're all interacting with it. When you look in your kitchen and you pull out different dishes, what do you notice about them? Let me see. Hold on. Micah. Micah's in here. Isla.
Well, it depends on if they're clean or dirty. But if they are clean, I noticed that they're all in different shapes and sizes, and they each have different textures. For example, if they're glass or plastic or even paper.
Okay. Let's see. Michaela.
Well, if you look at dishes, you might see little yellow spots that that gives you a clue that you might need to wash them.
Okay. So then when you also look at them, I guess a supporting question for that is, when you also look at dishes in your kitchen, are you able to see through them? Or do some of them come off as clear? Do some of them, like, you can see directly through it? Do some of them you can't see through them, and are some of them a bit cloudy to look through? Oh, he's not here. Leah.
Well, you can't like see through them unless the like dishes are like clear. And sometimes it's like cloudy. If you wash the dishes with like a lot of soap and yeah.
Okay, so if it's clear, Lucia, you have something to add?
Yeah, a lot of the time they have different patterns on them.
They have different patterns on them. Isla.
I sometimes can see through different dishes because they are clear or mostly made out of glass, which I'm pretty sure another word for clear is translucent because you can see through them. And it's usually either glass or plastic, but mostly if it's plastic, they're a little bit cloudy in different spots. But usually you can see through different dishes if they're glass.
Okay. Rose, I saw your hand. And then Emerson, we're gonna come to you last.
There's like little fractures sometimes that like make
Wait, say that again, I didn't hear you.
there's like little fractures sometimes that make the plate like delicate and intricate, and then our plates are made of like I think like clay or something, like dry clay or maybe like metal plastic. And if you drop them, if it's like clay, they usually shatter, and there's also a lot of different designs on dishes.
Okay. And Emerson, thank you for sharing. Thank you, ladies, thank you for sharing as well.
There are some like translucent dishes in a lot of translucent dishes like cups and but when you think of plates that's just mentioned.
They look a little bit different.
Mhm.
Okay. So thank you all for sharing. We're gonna go ahead to our next question. So do you think light can travel through different objects? Indigo.
Yes, I think light can travel through different objects. For example, maybe a window. You know how light just travels through your window? Like, when you look out the window and you see light,
Mm-hmm.
I think light can travel through that object.
Okay. Ace.
I think light can travel through objects, but not all objects.
Okay, so.
Because the only objects that light can travel through are translucent and clear,
Okay.
and those translucent things, since how they look when they're clear, the light can pierce and move through the translucent object into your eyes and where you can see.
Okay. So light can travel through objects, but not all objects. So yes, you have something to add,
I
Davis.
feel like I didn't go with translucent, I thought it was transparent. Where like it was like clear and you could see through it. But I also think light can travel through like anything that's clear or it doesn't have to necessarily be clear because you can go into like a cabinet with a light in it and you can still see, like if the door is like a little crack, you can still see some of the light.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your contribution. So, you sort of said a little bit of what Ace was saying, is that light can travel, but it doesn't always have to travel through every object, and it always doesn't necessarily shine back on you, right? Is that what I'm getting?
Yes.
Okay. So, we're gonna talk about that a little bit more today, and also, what you young ladies were saying earlier about how it can travel through a lot of clear objects and somewhat clear objects. So actually, you guys, through our discussion, actually answered question 3 and 4, so that's good. So good job, you guys. So these are the definitions to some of those words. I'm not going to require you to write those down, but if you want to, you can, as like a little buffer to help you be able to explain some of the words and activities a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the first 2 for you. So for translucent, it is the process of allowing light but not detailed shapes to pass through, and it is semi-transparent. So when you think of the word semi-transparent, we know that transparent means somewhat down there. We'll get to it in a minute. But it also means that, well, no. Semi-transparent, what does semi mean? Lucia? Partly. So we know that semi means partly. So if semi means partly and transparent evidently means a material of an article allowing light to pass through so that objects behind it can be distinctly seen, what do we think that that means for semi-transparent? Emerson?
Partially see-through.
Partially see-through. So for translucent, instead of writing that full definition, I highly suggest that you write translucent, partially see-through, because that'll be able to help you guys understand it a lot better instead of this long Webster's Dictionary definition. So again, and I'll write that on the board for transparent, partially see-through. Wait, not transparent, translucent, my bad. See, I told y'all I'm learning with y'all. I don't know everything. I barely forget to wake up half the time. So again, translucent, partially see-through. For an example of something that could be transparent, let me see. I'm trying to think of something that we interact with every day. Oh, excuse me. Oh, thank you, Emerson. This bin. Ooh. So, can we see all the way through it? Like, can you see my hand perfectly, like, if you saw it without the box in front of it? Can you see it perfectly, or does it look blurry?
It looks blurry.
So we could classify this bin as what? Partially see-through or translucent. So we could say partially see-through, we can say translucent. I'm not a stickler, I just want you to understand what the words mean at the end of the day. For opaque, it is the process of not able to see anything, to be seen through, and it is not transparent. So if it says not transparent, could we say that it's the opposite of transparent? So it could be like anti-transparent?
Yes.
I actually like that. So for transparent, we're gonna write, for opaque, let's write anti-transparent or anti-see-through. How does that sound?
Good.
And I'll write it on the board so that, what did I do with the marker? Oh, there it is. So for opaque, and opaque is spelled, because the font might be a little bit small for my people in the back, it is spelled O-P-A-Q-U-E.
Is this for transparent?
No, this is for opaque. For transparent, we haven't gotten to that one yet. So for something that is opaque, let's see. Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna use myself because the example that I have, it could be read differently. So I'm just gonna use myself as the test subject. So, for example, these pants are opaque. How do we know that they're opaque? Chidozi.
But you can't see.
Exactly. You can't see my hairy legs through these, can you?
No.
You can't see my Captain underwear boxers, can you?
No.
Because these are what?
Okay.
Okay. So, Davis, stand up for me. Can we see Davis's shirt through his jacket?
No.
Why?
Because it's okay.
Because it's opaque, and opaque means what?
Not translucent.
Not translucent. Well, not fully translucent, but not
See-through.
not see-through. Thank you, Davis. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, Pants. You served me well today. Can I have someone actually let me do that? Annika, can you read transparent for me?
Annika's in my school. She moved to a different state. Okay, Annika's not here.
Yeah, she's not.
Okay. Indigo. Can you read the definition of transparent for me?
Of a material or article allowing light to pass through so that objects behind can be distinctly seen.
Thank you. So, we know that transparent is the opposite of opaque because it says not transparent. So for transparent, what would be a good condensed definition we could use? Isla.
We could say it is see-through and clear or anti-opaque.
Okay, so we could use anti-opaque or clear/see-through. And I'll write that on the board. What is that transparent? Thank you, Isla, for sharing. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the last two. So, reflection, the throwing, oh wait, we hadn't even finished transparent yet, my bad. So, with transparent, we know that it's something that's see-through. So, for example, can you see the color of my phone through this phone case? It's probably hard to tell the specific color.
That's because it's translucent.
Somewhat, but also it's just the color. The color is deep purple, blame apple. It's supposed to be really a light purple. But if I had a blue phone, you could see the color blue clearly through this, right?
Yeah.
But for example, like you get okay, it's ghetto. You can see my hand through this, right? You can see my hand clearly through this, right? That's because this case will be considered what?
Clear.
Transparent.
Transparent or clear. So, see purple phone? That's why we gotta write Tim Cook together. Okay, so for reflection, it is the throwing back of a body or surface of light, heat, or sound without absorbing it. So where do you normally hear the word reflection at?
Mirror. Mirror. Glass. If people are talking about a mirror.
Okay, the mirror,
Like some shiny glass.
shiny glass.
Maybe the
Anything
top of your
shiny,
water
or it's like an object that makes light bounce off of it.
Okay, you startled me with the yelling, but I appreciate your energy. So the bouncing back of an object. So for reflection, we could just say the bouncing back of a surface, okay? And for refraction, it says change in direction of propagation of any wave as a result of its traveling at different speeds and different points along the wavefront. So that was a mouthful for even me to read. So I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna support you all in understanding what that word means. Basically, the bending or breaking up of light. And I'll write that down on the board. For refraction, it is the bending or breaking up of light. Again, refraction, the bending or breaking up of light. Again, refraction, the bending or breaking up of light. So, for refraction, the best example that I was thinking of, because I was like, okay, I barely understood that definition in my head. So I was like, I had to think about how could I help you all understand it, like how I was able to understand it. So, you know, in those crime movies, when the people are trying to like get the other people and they're hiding in those corners and they're, hold on, what? Oh, there we go. So they're like, oh my goodness. And so like they're all I'm gonna use you as the board. So you know, like they're all creeping and they use the mirror so that they can see behind them. That is a refraction and a reflection. Or well no, that's a reflection, but when they shine a light on that mirror and turn the mirror around to like blind someone else's eye. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
That's refraction. Everyone get it?
Yes.
Thank you, girl. She like, get off of me. So everyone pretty much understands those for the most part?
Yep.
Okay, any questions, comments, or concerns? Or anything you would like to add to the group? Yes, Michaela.
I thought reflection was the bending or breaking up, like you put refraction.
No, reflection is the throwing back. See, girl, you know I'm still learning too. I have to check I have to check it out too. It's okay. What did I do with my book? Yes.
I don't think we did light source.
Oh, light source. That one we're gonna talk about at the end.
Okay.
But for the sake of the activity, these are the main vocab that we're gonna discuss. And I lost my clicker. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Davis. You had something else to add, or you just saying that's where it was? Oh, thank you. Okay, so it's time for an investigation. Who's ready for an investigation? All right, so I'm going to count you off into groups of 2. Well, no, we have 2 stations, so if I count you off as 1, 2, 1, you're in group 1, 2, you're in group 2. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone make sure that you're paying attention. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And Annika would have made another 2 because they were supposed to be even groups, but that's okay. All my ones, hold your finger up. You guys are going to be at, which one was station? Oh, this is station 1 over here. So all my ones come over here by me. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Sit down. There's something else I gotta tell you, my bad. And on my 2s, hold a thumb up. Okay, so remember, if you're in those groups, you're in those groups. Got it? Oh, Micah. Hey,
Hi.
you're number 2, okay? Just say yes.
Okay, yes.
Thank you, we appreciate your participation. He's like, what did I sign up for? Okay, so you guys are in your groups, and so you'll be going to your different stations, and there are directions and instructions at those stations. But first, there are some rules. Please be careful and respectful of the materials that are in each station, especially for station, what is this one called? Where's the light? You guys, there is glass over here. This is very expensive glass that I had to beg my mother to use because I care about you all's learning experience. And she does as well, but it was still a hard pull to get out of her. Please hold the glass carefully. Do not drop the glass. And also because I don't want you to injure yourself and I don't want to lose my certification before I even take the test to earn it. Get it?
Yeah.
Thank you. You will have 15 minutes in each station to investigate and answer the questions on the station cards that are posted on the boards and everything. And lastly, be respectful of each other and allow everyone the opportunity to speak. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, so let me get all my 1s over here and all of my 2s over there by the periodic table. Leah, what's wrong?
I'm tired.
Oh,
But I need to get some sleep, okay? It's gonna be okay. And for actually group one, I'm gonna need you guys to get your notebooks. I forgot that part.
Oh.
You guys get your science notebooks because you'll have to write down something. So, nope. So go ahead and the timer starts now. For group two, I'm on my way because you guys need this for it.
It doesn't matter how much I've been.
I knew it. We're gonna make it bounce off.
You guys are gonna use this laser and you guys are gonna use my phone flashlight.
Not point that right at.
And let me go ahead and set a timer for 15 minutes.
Don't put it sometimes. I have that face.
Hold on, wait.
Oh crap.
And then you guys are gonna use my phone flashlight, okay? Y'all know how to work an iPhone, right?
I'm actually shooting myself.
Michael.
Oh my god, it's an indigo.
I know.
Indigo is
Okay.
you.
Let me see.
Blackpool, what?
Oh, it's on your face. Don't put it on your
Oh wait, so y'all scoot out a little bit so that y'all have space.
Will we be rotating groups?
Yes, you will be rotating groups after the timer goes off.
What does this say? Do we need shirts?
Oh wait, give me a second.
plastic bag. Shirt, plastic bag.
Also make sure you guys are reading the rest of the directions because you have to do something as a team.
Ah, my eye.
And here's your phone.
Wait a minute, we each have 1 minute. We each have no, none of 1 minute. That's just unfair. No, no, don't do 1 minute. 1 minute's too long. We don't have enough time to do it.
And also, you guys know you can move the mirror around to help with the assignment.
I'm not done plastic bag cut.
Straight through, I can see.
Section your paper, yes. Section your paper, write down your guess as to whether they are transparent.
So is it? Is it
black
blurry?
face.
Whoa, look! Look at that! Whoa!
I know the black faces.
Look at the shadow.
Oh my god, it's so oh my god, I want this.
Wait, how about
I didn't try
You guys
to.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to.
Okay, so then, let's see, okay, so for the directions it says, you will utilize the mirror and label to plan and understand how light travels and refracts.
I feel like actually, I like Easter and
Wait, okay,
section your paper.
rotate it?
So does y'all hold that? So like section your paper and write down section your paper.
Mirror as a person trying to use it, tell me what it's trying to so that
diagonal.
you turn me, I'm the mirror, turn me.
Okay, like that. You do a 90-degree angle. If you guys were able to hit me, that means you did it. If you guys hit me, then you did it. Okay, that's not working.
Yeah.
Hit it on a different part of the mirror, like to the right. Okay, to the left. Oh, that touched my eyeball. That touched my eyeball.
Okay, so what angle
That
was
touched
that?
my hand.
A 45 degree?
Yeah, that's a 45. Because I'm not at full 90. I'm
Okay,
doing like a 45.
okay. So then what's the next angle that it's set to do?
90.
Okay.
So over here.
Remember, I'm the mirror, you guys turn me.
I feel like we should do it not like somewhat diagonal, like or almost there, but like diagonal. Shine it on the right part of the mirror. Go over there and shine it on the right part of the mirror. No, you have to
Okay, pause.
do it from there.
I'm coming from being the mirror real quick to being the teacher. Ace, I need you to participate in the discussion. Indigo, I need you to participate in the discussion. It shouldn't just be Ainsley, Salvatore, Eva, and Micah participating. I need all of you all participating.
Okay,
And Michaela.
shine it to like the right side. Okay. Is it? I don't. Where is it? Where is it?
Only
Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, it's on me. It was on me. That's that. Is that
So,
funny?
question, just Becky, since you were able to bounce that light off,
Let's try.
what did this serve?
Even though I have an Android.
Oh, it's more Christmas pictures.
And how do we know that
Still on 30.
Okay, after you
The 30 minutes.
written down, it reminds me of my computer.
Where's the bag?
Once you have written done your guess. Use the flashlight.
I'm hoping
sign
it's sure
on-
it's
Oh,
opaque.
it's
It's opaque. Observe what happens and shine it on this object.